we have some news regarding Xbox Game Pass. So Microsoft says they have over 18 million subscribers, and Xbox Live has over 100 million.
Interesting.
So this is recent. This is Q1 or Q2 of this year. So Xbox Game Pass has now hit 18 million subscribers, stated Microsoft CEO. Um, Now, we were kind of leading up to this last year. We covered a lot about Game Pass. We talked a lot about like its viability, the direction Microsoft is headed. Will it work out for them? And it seems to me like it's working right now. That's what it seems like to me. Um, they have a lot of now. I saw someone made a comment, and I have to bring this up because they make a great point. They were giving away their Game Pass subscriptions for $1 a month at the beginning.
Well,
So
it was $1 a month for a limited time, and then it shot up to like $14.
yeah, but how many of those people were on there for the dollar? Probably a lot, right?
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So once that dollar phase goes out, I don't know if they already stopped it. I don't know. We'll see
It's
what their
kind of like how
numbers.
Disney Plus inflated their numbers by having that deal with Verizon where you got Disney Plus for free for a year.
Yeah, exactly.
And
So
that's inflated the numbers of their subscribers.
yes. So I believe, yeah, I believe the numbers are a bit inflated right now, but it's good for them. It's good for them because they went all in on the platform. Their games just aren't there yet. Um, Foundry did a breakdown of Medium. Have you seen that?
I haven't seen the Digital Foundry video, but I have been seeing videos for Medium, and it looks interesting. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem as interactive as I thought it would be.
Yeah,
There's not a lot of there's no combat.
yeah. And apparently, it's not next gen enough to actually show off the hardware of the Xbox.
It's unfortunate
And,
because it looked like it was going to be that way.
yes, and I think that's what Digital Foundry was kind of touching on was that like, hey, they touted this as one of their like unique next gen games, and it isn't. So
That's disappointing.
it is disappointing. They have a big commitment to fulfill with Halo Infinite. I will just say that Halo Infinite better be freaking fantastic because they just don't have the games right now, man. They have the platform, they just don't have the games.
Temper expectations. That's all I can say. We don't want another cyberpunk situation.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna. Oh man, dude, can a game be as bad as Cyberpunk?
Well, I don't mean in terms of bugs. I mean in
Yeah.
terms of hype. Like I think
Oh,
a lot of issues arose from. Granted, CD Projekt Red did some heinous things,
oh my
especially
God.
lying, straight up lying. And whenever they say previous gen consoles, that is a straight up lie because the title or whatever branding you have on the box for your Cyberpunk and for my Cyberpunk, it says Xbox One. It says PS4.
Yeah,
It was meant to come out for those consoles.
yeah,
So when they say previous gen, that's just BS.
yeah.
Straight up lying.
And
But
here's what may here's the thing. They obviously designed this game for PC.
yes,
A
I mean
hundred percent.
they're first and foremost to see a PC
Yes.
company, a company that develops for PC.
Yeah. And I think that's great. I think I love seeing people dedicated to PC because there's more PC users in the world than there is any one platform. But you can't at the same time simultaneously market it for past gen consoles. That's just not going to work. Um, and obviously they didn't want to water down the graphics and the scope of the game for past gen. They should have just cut. They should have just cut it loose, man. But they wanted that money. They wanted that money from those
That
past
cheddar.
gen. So yeah, um, Xbox. They're doing good with Game Pass. If they can keep it up, we'll see. But they need to get And I'm not saying go out and buy up all these studios like Bethesda because I don't like that either. But they need to
What do you like?
get they need to work. Uh, just do a good job on Halo. I'll just leave it at that. Do a good job on Halo.
Yes,
Um,
I concur.
yeah, do a good job on Halo. If they do a good job on Halo, I am saying it right now. I will buy 1 month of Game Pass. If Halo Infinite comes out and people are like, "Hey, man, this is pretty good," I'll say if even if it's a seven or higher. Seven is generous these days, but no, actually, seven is pretty hard to get a seven these days. Actually, most people are like pretty generous with their reviews these days. If it's like a seven or higher, I will buy Game Pass for a month.
Well, as long as they don't try to do the sneaky thing they did last week, where they tried to inflate the price.
Yeah, actually, let's touch on that. So, can you explain to everyone what happened with that?
So last week, I believe it was Friday, Microsoft came out and they said that they were doubling the price of Xbox Live. And I believe this was a bid, a ploy to move people that use Xbox Live to just buy into Game Pass
Ultimate,
instead. Game
Game
Pass,
Pass Ultimate. Yeah.
Game Pass Ultimate. But consumers rightly used their voice, and Microsoft got a big backlash, so much to the point that in the same day they walked back that decision. They're like, "Nope, okay, we're going to keep it at the same price as it has been for the past however so many years."
Hmm.
Their original reasoning behind or justification the price hike is literally that, oh, there's a lot more people at home, so there's a lot more strain on our servers, what have you. And you know, rightly so, people were like, well, there's a lot more people at home because there's a freaking pandemic. And we're trying to stay safe. And there's people that are unemployed. There's struggle all over the place. And
Oh
you're
yeah,
going to double the price for things?
yeah,
That's wrong. That's not right.
yeah. Imagine if everyone just up and decided to double their service costs. No one would.
I just got a Netflix just emailed me and they're like, we're raising the price to $1, or we're raising the price by $1. And I was like, do I need Netflix?
Yeah.
And by the way, I wanted to respond to V in the chat. Um, I didn't re-up on my Disney Plus. I was like, I had it for free for a year. I didn't think it was worth it, so I don't have it.
Yeah. Um.
And you got to vote with your wallet, especially
Yes.
in times where money's kind of tight.
Yeah.
You got to really pick and choose what you're spending on. And I love Xbox Live. I own it. I do play on my Xbox quite a bit. And I also love the games that they
Hmm.
have available. I'm excited for next month. Oh, I forget which one's coming out, but anyways, um, I think that forcing you to get Game Pass is a misstep in terms of understanding consumers that, like me, who don't necessarily need Game Pass, that like to purchase physical, but also like to play online. I mean, we're out there. We exist.
Yeah. Yeah. And you know, Xbox Live has been around a long time. Um. And I was willing to pay for gold because I just played so much online gaming. And but it's like, you know, there's so many everything subscriber now is too much. There's too much. There's too much. Nobody can afford all this. So now people have to look very selectively about which service they're going to use. And if Game Pass just doesn't have the games, I think people are going to start looking elsewhere. And I want to give a tip to people. If you are struggling, you don't have money, it's hard for you to play games, and you just can't pay for a service. If you have a gaming PC, download the Epic Game Store. They give away the best games. they just they just do. They just give away the best games. So definitely, if you don't have the Epic Game Store and you're a PC gamer and you're low on money, I mean I don't know what you're doing. Get the Epic Game Store. All right.